And good evening, everyone. It is, I don't know what date it is. It's Monday, November 16th. So excited that you guys are here. We have myself and our co-host, Andrea Zajac, with her rockin' red lipstick on. I have on red lipstick too, but I have horrible camera, so you can't see how red it is. Just so excited you guys are all on. Thank you so much for getting on. We want to welcome you, welcome you. Oh, just go ahead and mute out, mute yourself out. That way, when we get to you, we can have you unmute. And I am going to start with Andrea. She's going to start with something fun, she says. So you never know what this chick's going to do. You know, these California people. So, okay, Andrea, knock us out.
Yay. Okay. So I don't see, do I have spotlight?
Do you want it?
Please spotlight me. Oh yeah. Bring it on, baby. Oh, hi, Joan, you're spotlighted. Okay, there we go. Hey, you guys, isn't this crazy? I actually look very fair, but I'm wearing exactly the same foundation color as a week or two ago when Joan said I look so tan. But it really goes to show you that a lip color can totally change things up. So I got to just tell you, inspiration to me comes in so many different ways. But last night I happened to just click and I saw that People television or it was Entertainment Tonight or whatever was having People awards. And I was so excited because the People icon of 2020 turned out to be J-Lo. Now, anybody else watch this last night or see this? I know I don't really watch a lot of TV, but I happened to pop it on. And I just got so inspired by her, of course, who she be. But I thought it would be really fun tonight. I'm going to screen share because if you haven't done something fun lately for a new look, then I just want to invite you to use J-Lo and sort of all of her myriad of looks, and these are just a couple of them, to inspire you in the next 24 hours to do something different with your look and to take a picture and to post it. Wasn't that so much fun a couple months ago when we did our makeovers all tonight or all together on our Monday Night Live? Well, this is a picture. Can y'all see this?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I know it's not quite as big. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, let me just, okay. So some of the things that I love about this lady, they constantly went over. Here she was having like the best year of her life at 50. And yet people don't realize she had so many decades actually of not making the cut, not getting the job, whether it was in acting. People didn't think she could act. People didn't think she could do anything but dance. They didn't think she could sing. So she was constantly getting back up. Did you hear me? She was getting back up. Now, for a long time, we knew how beautiful she was. We knew that she was somebody special, but she wasn't the it girl. She didn't feel like she was really in her element yet. And this is her year. Now, what I took from that is, you guys, keep getting up, keep going forward. But let's try to remember that together we're better. And if you haven't had a little bit of fun with your customer base, or maybe you're not feeling the energy, you got to start with you. And quite honestly, a new look always does it for me. So I just wanted to show you some things today because I did just a little look that I thought would be fun just to teach you some elements. And I got to pull up my, just real quickly, I want to show you a couple of tips. So some of the things, sorry, I have to look in my mirror, so I might not be able to look directly at you, but I want to tell you I am using the brand new matte lip color that Mary Kay just launched. And it's pretty bold, isn't it? A couple tips for putting this on that I found. It's similar to last year when we had the sealer, or like the 3 steps. You put on the first step and you let it dry and then you put on the color. But this one is like an all-in-one. I will tell you that with red being such a bold color, you want to push it into the skin and go slowly. I also did a couple coats And if you're doing a bold color such as red, what I found is there are times where sometimes it'll bleed, or you might touch it and oops, you got it on your, your chin. So as I am creating a good border, I'll take a Q-tip and I'll just go right along just like that to get off any of the extra red. But you might notice that your foundation came off or is not quite perfect like it was before. So all you need to do is get your concealer brush, we call it the cream brush, and take your concealer. You could also do a foundation, whatever you have handy. And then just with a teeny bit, normally what I do is I'll just touch the end like that, and then just gently put that foundation or concealer back around, and you have that seamless edge. Okay, pretty cool, huh? Okay, give me some lovin'. Put it in the chat box or say it out loud. Okay, so then lastly, the eyes. I just love how JLo has all these different elements. And if you notice the bottom one here, this one was what inspired me, because this was from her Vegas show. And last night they did an interview with her and they went back through the decades, and it is pretty intense. It is basically, if you look at her eye, she has a moss kind of color. So the moss is this beautiful green that you can see. I guess you can see it. I don't see myself. So let's see if you can see it. Okay, I can't see myself. So it's this beautiful green. And if you notice, you have a little bit of light. When she looks directly at the camera, you can see a little bit of light. So what I wanted to tell you was how to create a similar look on yourself. And I encourage you to do something in the next 24 hours. Take my challenge, do it for yourself, take a picture and do a before and after. So what I did as a similar kind of look was I did the whole lid with Sand Castle, which is this color here. And then just everybody find your bone, okay? On the bone. Okay, now in here is called the crease. But on this bone is exactly how she got that kind of extra oomph to her eye. So if you notice, on this bone right here is where I create almost like a line. I did hazelnut. I just did it there. Then, because you want to layer your colors, it makes a big difference. Then I took burnished bronze. So burnished bronze is this one right here. Hopefully you can see it. It's actually sold out right now. I didn't know that. So pay attention to when it comes back up. But I took the burnished bronze, and just like she has that intense green, I did the burnished bronze also on top of the same bone area. And then I came underneath and on the lash, almost like 3 little lines that give that kind of drama to the eye. But you don't have to go very dark colors. You could still practice this technique. You could do it with Sunlit Rose, which is a beautiful soft color. You could do it with hazelnut. But I encourage you, have a little fun, try something new. And I just thought this would be a fun way to start our meeting off tonight, because when we get excited about something with our business or something that we can share with others, that energy is what comes through when you're calling or talking to people. And with that energy, you will have magical responses as we finish up the rest of November. So thank you guys.
Yay! You're so awesome. Okay. I don't want to be in the spotlight. Not my thing. Okay. Let me fix everybody so I'm not looking at me. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Let's start our slideshow. Let's do some reco and then we're going to do some training. But thank you, Andrea. That was fun. Let's all try something new. And yeah, Joan said your lipstick looks great. Love that look on you, Andrea. I could change my look completely. And because I look so white, I call this my Casper look. Y'all wouldn't be able to see it anyway. So there goes my reasoning. Okay, so let's do gallery view. Thank you. Now I can see everybody. Oh, and it's so good to see everybody. Oh my gosh. You guys are so awesome. Okay, so let's start our slideshow. Okay, so it is, this is our recognition for as of November 15th, because remember, you always submit your weekly accomplishment sheet and you submit all your numbers, and we do the recognition on Monday night. So that's really exciting. Glad you guys are all on. So get out your Spark form. And remember, we are focusing this month on the word dream, dedication, responsibility, education. That's what you're here for, attitude, and motivation. Hopefully you'll get a little bit of that as well, but keep that in front of you. Where are you going to be on November 30th? Some of y'all are popping in and out of red. Why not bump it up to team leader and just secure it, okay? If you're a team leader, bump it on up to elite, and let's just make this happen. But I just want to give a shout out to our beautiful senior consultants, our consultants who are on, Amy, and let me see, Alice is on.
Alice is on.
Alice is on, yay. Who else is on? Consuelo's on. Christine is on. So glad you guys could join us tonight. You are the leaders, and the speed of the leader is what? The speed of the gang. All right, so our red jackets right now, Stacy, Marcia, and Debbie. Debbie just popped back into red, so that is so awesome. We're so proud of her as well. Congratulations, ladies. You are earning commissions. You are empowered by your red jacket. I don't care if you're stuck at home or not, put on that red jacket and work like a red jacket, because then you're going to see the vision of working in a director's suit. These are our team leaders, Sayonara and Jackie. Their commissions are even higher. They have 5 people on their team, and they are working towards elite. And elite is 8. So I just kind of made this little chart for you guys. If you want to screenshot this, and also, oh, my thing just flew off. Also, it's my little top to my microphone. If you noticed last week when I posted on our Shite Family Superstars Facebook page the recording, I also posted the slideshow. So if you want to go back through it and kind of visualize your name, where you want to see yourself next week or by the end of the month, that's how you do it. So basically, when you have 3 team members who are all active, you're now a Star Recruiter Red Jacket. When you add 2 more peeps, and you guys who are brand new, your first 3 people can actually order a $100 starter kit, and your first 4 months for only $75. And your starter kit's $100, unless you came in with the $30 e-start. So they could get the e-start and a $75 starter kit. So basically everything would be $105. Oh my word. I'd be jumping all over that. Start building your tribe. Okay, so 5, you're now a team leader. When you add just 3 more people, now you're an elite team leader. And then 10, you enter DIQ the next month with 10 active team members. You guys, I just saw today on InTouch, did y'all see the brand new national sales director? I think she's Latino, I'm not sure. I have to read a little bit more about her story, but beautiful woman. She started her business 4 years ago, became a director 3 years ago, and she's a national. Wow. And that is not for comparison. That is to inspire you. That is to get you excited. So go on and read her story. It's on my list of things to do, my 6 most important things, to go back and read that chick's story. I want to know what she did. So do you want to join the ranks of our director team? Oh my gosh, these women, I love these women so much. I was just texting, yesterday was Linda Mead's birthday. I was texting with her. Terry Skill, cancer survivor. Paula Langworthy, cancer survivor. Andrea Zajac moved 100 times. And Joanna, who's an Andrea Zajac survivor. Okay. And yes, I still have my hair, so that was exciting. Okay, do you want a promotion? Y'all, 90% of my humor is just making fun of Andrea, so just get over it, okay? Do you want a promotion? Do you wish you had read your name on that career path list? Come on. Andrea, tell us about the shark story. This is so good. I'm going to spotlight you.
Thank you, Dee, for that love. I feel it. I feel it. Yes. Okay. So here's the thing. When you fill your mind with powerful messages, you will shift your energy. And today I was listening to a podcast, yet another, but it happens to be somebody in my neighborhood. And Todd Durkin has an amazing podcast. I'd write this down. It's called The Impact Show. And he is a global mastermind coach. He also has a local gym here, and his son was dating my daughter for a long time. So I have a connection, and he has a friend on. Another connection, this woman was a West Pointer. Excuse me, that's not true. She was not a West Pointer, but she was an Army. She went to Princeton. She was an ROTC. So immediately veteran, powerful woman. She's ripped. She's like, oh my gosh, super, super strong. And she went to Tufts as a graduate school for business. And so very impressive woman, right? Well, she was one of his masterminds for years. And unbeknownst to me, she was on the Shark Tank Saturday night. Now, this is the part that I thought was so powerful. And I want you guys to all know, if you went to fall retreat, you already know, you already got it. We sometimes forget how awesome we are and what we already know. Anybody feel like, it's not necessarily what you know, but it's what you're doing.
Yeah.
And when you realize, hey, wait a second, I know that, or I knew that, maybe I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm pretty darn awesome. She was on the Shark Tank. So everybody know what that show's all about. Like somebody comes out with their business pitch, and then you've got Mark Cuban, the owner of the Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, all of these amazing millionaires, and you pitch your product. Well, she was picked up. It's a big deal to get an offer. She got multiple offers. Now, what she said in this podcast, by the way, it viewed Saturday night. She did this podcast yesterday, so it was so fresh. And that's pretty awesome that she was willing to spend her time with Todd. But Todd asked her, what was it like going out there, experiencing that whole thing? And then do you have time to think when they're throwing you these offers? And she said, number one, you don't have time to think. You've got to already have the calculations and be very savvy to know if you're going to say yes or no. But what she said that I thought was powerful for right now, she had for the last 6 months taken her staff members at her business, and for the first hour every single day, they visualized her being in front of the sharks. Closed her eyes. They would close their eyes. It would be in their own home, and they would all visualize her being asked questions. Write down what they would ask. Let's visualize what you would respond with. Let's visualize the offer. Let's visualize it this way. Going B, going C. What if they do a Z? She was practicing. As they finished their visualization, then she would actually record herself answering the questions. And then she had somebody edit how she responded. Did she respond in a way where somebody would say yes to her? So gang, to me, that really goes back to, I got a little lazy in doing my visualizations. Yes, I have my vision board. They talked about it at fall retreat. Yes, I have my goals, but the power of visualizing. Now, what does that mean? Closing your eyes, feeling, having the sensories completely shift in your body. Because when your energy shifts, because you're thinking, you have a new belief, which creates a new thought. What happens then? You take new action. What happens then? You have new results. And right here on November 15, you guys, no matter what your month looks like, no matter what your quarter looks like, no matter what your year looks like, you can shift everything by understanding how blessed we are to be in this company, how amazing it is that Joanna is our leader, how absolutely on trend our products are, and how blessed we are to have a business where we're saving lives right now in a pandemic, where women are feeling more lonely, more suicidal, more lost in themselves, more lost in their commitments to their children, and they're also losing their portion of their identity by not having their jobs anymore and choosing to stay home. They are certainly needing our service. So thanks, Joe.
Awesome. Love it. Did y'all learn anything from that? Yes? Okay. I love it. I love it when she just gets inspired and just kind of does that. Don't y'all love that? Okay, so let me go back to our gallery view. Yay. Everybody give me a thumbs up. Is that good?
Yeah.
When she told me that story this afternoon, you know, it made me realize this woman rehearsed and practiced and rehearsed and practiced. I think a lot of times, like when we see, oh, a woman just made national, she's only been in the company 3.5 years. And we're like, ah, but what happened before she started Mary Kay? What was her background? What's her work ethic? What's her commitment to excellence level? What is her family situation? You know, I remember when Paola Ramirez made national, and she told the story, and she spoke no English, so everything was interpreted, but she told the story on stage about how she loads up her entire family and they all go to seminar together in cars, and how they all live in the same house and they all do everything together and they all work together in the business. It's a whole different culture. And then Vernilla Benjamin, how she talked about how she had been a top director, trip director, for she said, I think she said 4 or 5 years before she had anyone come in with anything higher than a minimum order. No one came in with a 600. Nobody came in as a star. She built it with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people getting into their red jackets. So you guys, we never know the backstory, but I think it's important that we understand there is a backstory. And when we look at each other on these videos and you think, oh, you know, she's so sharp, or she's so pretty, or she's so cute, or she's so, you know, I can tell you, Joan works nights. She gets off of this and then she goes to work all night. And yeah, she's drinking her coffee and sleeps during the day and manages a family. And, you know, Dee is the workout queen. And you're thinking, oh, I'd love to work out for a living. Oh, let me tell you, that's tough. It's very tough. And building her business that way, and how we all have stuff, and we all have to practice, and we all have to focus and do that visualization in our mind of where we see ourselves and what we will not settle for. And we've heard 3 different sermons in the past 3 weeks at my church, and they've all been outside speakers. Didn't even know what the other people were speaking on. And it was like resonating with me. Don't settle, don't settle, don't settle. We actually had a speaker this last week who said, or 2 weeks ago, who said, God wants you to be wealthy. God wants you to be blessed. God wants you to be successful. He wants you to do it in his will, but that's what he wants for you. He doesn't want you to be stealing from Peter to pay Paul. He doesn't want you to hate your job. He doesn't want you to be struggling. And so when we work our business and we do the work, because like, what did Andrea just say? That was profound. You know, you don't just think about it. You actually visualize it and you practice it and you do the work and you record yourself and you get better and better and better and better. I mean, I hate watching these recordings because I hate the sound of my own voice. But you know what? Watching it helps you realize what you need to do right and what you did wrong and what direction you need to be going in. Record yourselves. Record yourself doing a Mary Kay virtual party. Record yourself doing a mock interview. Do mock interviews with people and record yourself. And then go back and give yourself some tough love. And, you know, Cecilia and I were just talking this last hour when I had my unit meeting, and she said, you know, we were talking about, are you proactive or reactive? You know, and what are your organizational skills? And so we talked about what those skills look like. You guys, if you are living in a reactive lifestyle, you're going to make yourself cray-cray. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but you are going to make yourself cray-cray. I want to encourage all of you. Andrea wants to encourage you to have a new look. I want to encourage you, do a weekly plan sheet for 2 weeks, for the last 2 weeks in November, and stick with it. And one of the things I shared with Cecilia is when you make out your 6 most important things list, I have my list for my Mary Kay business and I have my list for other. It's my church, it's the Dream Center, it's my personal life, it's everything. It's when I'm getting my hair done, when I'm getting my nails done, when I'm working out. I mean, all of it. And I mean, it's so cute because on Mondays, Andrea and I always do a box or back and forth. And it always starts with, well, this is what time I'm working out. Well, this is what time I'm working out. Because you can interrupt my time with my husband and my time prepping for the meeting, but don't interrupt my workout. Because I will use that as an excuse for not working out. But anyway, so I just want you guys, have the dream, have the vision, but do the activity. Yeah, Dre, babe.
Okay, I got to tell this one story real fast because the visualization is this powerful. Now, y'all know that Joanna found me when I was a hot mess, very, very messy, a 24-year-old soldier, Army soldier, and I knew I could follow her guidance, and I believed in this company that I could be a director. Now, sometimes it was absolutely, I didn't even have the belief, but I know she believed in me. So I went on her coattails of that belief. But here's what I remember. I practiced that visualization, and I'll never forget when I was in DIQ. Maybe you remember this. I went up to New Jersey to see Denise Liniger. Do you remember the story? Mm-hmm. Denise Liniger was, so one of my, I was a lieutenant, the captain, super sharp lady was my big customer. And she said, my mom loves Mary Kay. She'd be good at this. My mom is the head of this periodontal clinic, and she was like a big wig. She made a lot of money. I went all the way up there, and she was ready to sign with me. And her husband looked at me in my eyes. I'm 24. And he said, why should my wife sign with you? You guys, 24. And by the way, he's a president of his own construction company that was like, he was super wealthy. I was shaking in my boots, but because I had visualized attracting confident, successful, polished women of faith, I was able to say, because she has the best leader who has goals that's going to help her get to her goals faster, because I won't settle. And I remember thinking to myself, who just spoke? Who said that? But the power of visualization, especially in those moments where you might get tripped up, where you might feel that you don't have the answer, that today, from that experience in fall retreat, it was like, that's right. We all need reminders. And glad you're on tonight.
Just one other thing, and I mean, we're just kind of letting the ideas wash over of us, because right now, Cecilia and I were talking earlier too about, this is a crazy time of year. You've got holidays, you're planning for family, you're, getting your house ready, or probably you might be traveling, people might be traveling to you, and it's prep. And really, I want to encourage you guys to ask yourself, what can you hire out? Or what can you get someone else to do? Or what is really that important? I am just always adamant about my house has to be spotless before I have a house guest. And then I walk back to the back guest rooms 5 minutes after they arrive, and there's stuff everywhere. And I'm like, why did I bother? You can't even see the carpet. But, and that's just, me. I'm still going to clean. But so many things don't matter. It's like when we were planning Kevin and Stephanie's wedding, we got tripped up on the most minute little things that at the reception, nobody even noticed anyway. I mean, there were some things that I was like, are you kidding me? So, the book, Don't Sweat the Small Things. I really want you guys to embrace that. And really, focus on what do you want in your Mary Kay business. You guys, you have 6 weeks to be a director under the old rules. Because even if you submit December 1st, if you don't finish by December 31st, you go under the new rules. There is not going to be any grandfathering or anything like that. And so if that's really your goal, what can you do in 6 weeks? Thanksgiving is basically 2 days, eating and recovery. And Christmas is probably 3. But I finished in December. I can't tell you how many, remember on the retreat, how many people she said finished their car, finished this, finished that in December. in December. So just remember, it's just a couple of days. It's not craziness. Okay. You make the craziness and you live in being reactive. I want you guys to focus on being proactive. So let's go back to our slideshow and let's do some Reco. Woo woo. Okay.
Woo!
Forms out. Got your Spark forms out. We have, I think we're going to go through, I did not print, or I don't have right in my little, fat little fingers. The last, yeah. So this month, the last Sunday in this month is the 29th. So we will do November Reco for everything. For the end of the month, the points, everything. We will do it all on Monday, November 30th, because that's the last day of the month. And so that will be some huge Reco. So make sure you get your orders in, your numbers in, everything for the end of the month as well. And then we'll give you till December 3rd to make sure you've added in all your points and everything. Okay. So that'll be super fun. So don't be like, oh my gosh, I've got it the 30th. No, I would rather you be selling product and earning bonuses and things like that. All right, give yourself 10 points if you're alive right now. How many of y'all are alive right now?
Woo! Being alive.
Yeah, I love it when I make Stacy smile. This is everybody I got a weekly accomplishment sheet from, and we need to add Consuelo, and somebody remind me at the end of tonight, I need to get Consuelo's consultant number so I can add her to the numbers that I get. But Amy, Donna, Joan, Arlene, Mary Ellen, Cecilia, Stacy, Jules, Zulema, and Christine, and Consuelo all turned in their numbers. So proud of you guys. How many new faces did you see this past week? Give yourself 10 points for every new face. Now remember, you can have a hostess that's already one of your faces and she invites new people. Now you have new faces, 10 points each. Whoa, look at our queen of sales, over $500. Oh my gosh, everybody unmute yourself. I want to hear y'all go whoop, 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 whoop. This is the first time Consuelo came. I'm telling you guys, Latinas are really kicking our butts here. Oh my gosh.
Can she share what she did?
Yeah, and our first runner-up is Zulema Sauceda. We're so excited for her as well. Consuelo, we want to hear from you, girl. Let me spotlight you. Where?
Oh, I thought I was the runner-up.
Well, no, you are the queen, but we want it too. I'm telling you, I like your crown. That's very 2020 crown. I like that.
So, you know, forget you all. I went and got a hotel and locked myself in there and just did like, you know, a pink Friday instead of Black Friday. And it was like going good. So I just kept on going and just did like kind of, it was literally random. Like I just brought my 2 boxes and was like, okay, guys, let's just do this. And then it all kind of just came together and I don't know. Yeah.
When you say Consuelo, tell everybody, what do you mean when you brought your box? Did you open up the product and then go live in your group and then talk about the product, or did you just do pictures? Give them an idea of what they could do.
I think I did, like, I started with like a video and just like talked, like, and then I did like a little, like, I know some people have like, what's it called? Not post my party, pic collage. Yeah. So I have one called Canvas. So I just like found one that had like a holiday theme. And then I just like said, today's Pink Friday. And then I would like post sometimes like a picture like of the stuff I use, like the acne cream, the one that's $10. Like I actually took a picture of it in my hand and then just told people like, you know, like I was talking to them. So I said, hey everybody, I don't know about you, but I'm getting like tons of pimples from my mask. And I already know a lot of people are doing that. So just kind of like telling them that. And then I'll do like another kind of thing that says add your friends, and then post another special. And I try different ones like that are relevant. I know that the hand sanitizer is a really important one. So what is the benefit of that? Like, I think all of us hate the Purell alcoholic smell to it, and our hands are cracking. So try to focus on that. And then also, what do I have like tons of? So I have like tons of the mask and the hydrogel eye patches. So just went back through and found like some old images that we had. I went on like Andrea's page, anyone I could like copy stuff from. I just did that. And then guys, men, I focused on men. So then I reached out to like these men that I never had courage reaching out to, and got good response with that.
Was that real fast? I remember when you did it because you met the 5-call goal that Joanna gave last week, and you said, I did it. Now, what were you focused on, for them or for gift giving for their women in their life?
For them.
Oh.
So basically was like did not prejudge anybody, and just told my friends, like my guy friends, and more than I thought were actually like, oh yeah, get me 2 of this, or I want this, and oh yeah, I'll try it. So, and like one of the guys that purchased, he's like what, 44, and then the other guy was like 52 or 53. So it wasn't like, I was trying to get somebody like, okay, let's get you in a routine. These are people that are already like, I had no discrimination against like, oh, the age or thoughts of who would be using it. One thing I did notice that because of COVID, a lot of people aren't shaving. So I didn't have as much luck with the shaving cream. But I have been talking a lot about self-care right now. So I think the girl who made the huge set, there was one girl that made a huge buy, and I think she resonated with the whole self-care. So every day I've been just trying to post things about self-care, whether it be my incense or something positive, and focus on that for myself and then share it. And I think people have been resonating with that as well. And wearing the product. Like, I just sold another lipstick today where the girl's like, I love what color is it? And I'm like, oh, I have one left. So it's like that whole like one left, or you have my last one, like limited quantities. So and then trying to get people on the skincare. So once they get on it, they'll be like, yes, let's get some more. So that was kind of in focusing on the, like the mask and the hand. Oh, the hand lotion's out of stock. So I was kind of bummed. Yeah. I only got one, but that was it.
Well done. What she said was so powerful, you guys. Make sure you get your orders in, because right now with all of, it's COVID, it's not Mary Kay. Mary Kay is just doing so much to support us. But if you do not have your boutique stocked and ready, you will miss out. And I'm so thankful. I am paying attention every day to InTouch, and I am placing my orders because people are saying, I don't have what my customer needs, and they're begging me for it, but we're not a distributorship. So you guys, make sure you take care of your own business and invest in your customers.
Yeah. Okay, Zulema, it looks like you might be driving. Can you talk real quick? You can't? Okay, if you can unmute. Okay, no, she's driving. Okay, well, and she's been our queen, like, I'd say 9 out of 10 weeks. But again, she had a star week, over $400. We're so proud of you, Zulema. Let's give big applause. Everybody unmute, give some whoop whoops to Zulema. I just think it's so important that we yell together, because if we were in a meeting, you'd be getting all this, yay, we're so proud of you. woo. And I think so many times we just sit there like this and we're like, okay, well, that's good. And, we got to show each other some love because who else is going to do it? Okay, so everybody unmute and let's clap for Consuelo and let's clap for Zulema.
I'm so proud of Zulema and Consuelo.
Okay.
You.
You ladies rock it. We are so proud of you. I love how Consuelo said, and I just kept going, and I just kept going, and I just kept going. And I'm like, that's good. What is that? That's the little Ever Ready bunny. Is it the Ever Ready bunny or the, I don't know.
Energizer.
Energizer, whatever. One of those. Who cares? Yeah, there you go. The Energizer. I like the Energizer better. I like for y'all to be ever ready, but I also want you to be energized. So anyway, so that's Consuelo without her baseball hat crown. Okay, love her. Now, I just wanted to recognize real quick, we have no consultant queens of sharing, but I just want you guys to know that your beautiful leaders are out there rocking it. They are personally team building, and the speed of the leader is the speed of the gang. And I just want you guys to just give them a shout out. Poor Andrea, she's bruised from all the beatings I give her. So y'all just unmute yourself and let's just cheer for our directors. Yay! We show up.
Yes.
Okay, so here are our new unit members so far, our family members so far this month. So we want to see this list get so big that we have to use an itty bitty font. So, and who is going to earn a medal? Who is going to earn a medal? Okay, you guys, it's right there. You just have to go for it, that medal, okay? Now, the rest of these points are basically for the end of the month, but I just want to review them real quick. Our Queen of Sales for the month, and that actually says 2 through 29, but we're just going to wrap it up and make it 2 through 30. I know that's going to make Stacy crazy that I changed it, but it's okay. All right, so we're going to have some awesome queens. We're going to have some firecrackers. These are the beautiful earrings that you can earn this month from the company for your qualified order when you sell at least $1,200 in retail product. And we already have Sayonara and Tiffany and myself have all earned those earrings already. We have igniters. We've got anyone who sells enough to place an order for $300 to $599. Those are our igniters. And we will update this at the end of the month, but I just want to go ahead and give them a shout out because these people are working. Okay, I want to let you guys know about something new that we are doing. And we should have ignored that. Something new that we are doing. This Thursday, let me go back to our calendar. This Thursday, it says schedule virtual with your director. So this Thursday, did I say this Thursday? Yeah, I think I did. Okay. November 19th at 4, 5, 6, and 7. I know that's super early for the West Coast, but we're going to get our big toe wet in the Pink River. And we are going to do a quick 20-minute marketing share. It is going to be just kind of a story. It's not going to be, oh, I've made this much money and I've earned this many diamonds and all that. It's going to be, here are the facts about Mary Kay. This is what it costs to get started. This is how much time it will take. This is how much money you'll make. And we are going to stream it to Power of Pink. Okay, Shite Power of Pink Facebook page. So they can, and I just put this on Superstars Family Facebook page today, but they can basically jump on this Zoom link with you, or they can get on the Power of Pink. And every time they make a comment in the chat or on the Facebook page, they're going to earn tickets. And on Friday morning, we'll do the drawing for some cool prizes. Okay. So what I want you guys to tell your guests is we're not trying to get you to buy or sell anything. We are just sharing information. And I would offer them, if I were you, I would offer them a free lipstick, a free lip gloss, a free eyeshadow, something for being on. You might want to say $10 off your next order, however you want to do it, but offer them something to be on. And it is going to be the 9065 link, same as this one. So I have to have RSVPs by noon, no later than noon on Thursday. So start lining people up tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday, and get them on Thursday. And then we'll kind of have a meeting with everybody who had guests on and say, you know, what did you like? What do you want to change? What do we need to, you know, make a little bit more of? What do you need less of? And we're just going to have fun with this. So it's going to be a live marketing share. We're going to call it Thankful Thursday, why we're thankful for our Mary Kay business. So y'all got, can I get a thumbs up from everybody? Amy has a question. Yes, Miss Amy.
What time did you say?
4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 o'clock your time.
Thank you.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
What also might be very helpful is if you put what's coming on the Shape Power Pink, and then people can tag their friends underneath so
Okay.
they know exactly where to go to find it on Thursday.
Good idea. And I actually put that to do on Wednesday, but you're right. I should go ahead and do it now because I always forget about the tagging. So y'all can tag your guests and just tell them, say, just for being on, you're going to get a gift from me, from you, the consultant. And then you could earn something, you know, be in a drawing for something really cool from Joanna. I am going to keep it less than 30 minutes. I'm actually going to try to keep it at 20. Got it? Get it? Got it good? Okay, I'm excited. It's going to be fun. We're just launching it this Thursday, and then we're going to see how it works, and then we'll set it up to start on a regular basis. Okay, on a regular basis. Fall retreat, we'll talk about that in a minute. Andrea's got some things she wants to share. And I know we're going a little bit late, so y'all just let your families know we're going to be done about 10 after. But I just want to make sure that everybody knows who our Consistency Club is. You got 4 weeks left till the end of the star quarter. So start selling those star certificates. Gift certificates are amazing. And I want to give a shout out to Zulema is already a Ruby Star consultant for the new quarter. And look at this. Andrea Zajac is already an emerald. It's in green, yay. An emerald star for the second quarter. So you guys keep working. We want to see your names there. These are all the prizes you can earn in the Princess Court of Sales and Sharing, double courts, the national courts. Remember, our seminar year begins July 1st and it ends June 30th, 2021. Okay. All right. Your past does not predict your future, or even today is merely a learning experience that you can use to correct, amend, and grow from as you progress in life. Let's learn some stuff. So first off, here's the post about our marketing share this Thursday. So that is on our Facebook page. And like Andrea said, I'll also put it on Shape Power of Pink. So if you're not a member of Shape Power of Pink, get on it right now. Well, as soon as we're finished, and ask to be a member. Power of Pink. I know a lot of you guys are already members. Okay, Andrea's going to share a little bit from Fall Retreat, and I'm going to monitor the chat. So as y'all have questions, as y'all have questions, I will be monitoring that and trying to answer your questions. Okay, go.
Yay. Well, first of all, I want to, I was looking for a couple things here and all of a sudden it disappeared. So Miss D was at our fall retreat. I know Amy Paul was at fall retreat. Who else was at fall? Go ahead, unmute yourself if you can, because D, I was looking for your message and I can't find it. So you're going to have to share, you know, a couple takeaways on how this really impacted you from Friday. Who wants to start?
Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can. Let's see if I could find it and just resend it to you.
Or you can just play it. Just play it. Everybody can hear it.
I could, yeah. Hold on for a tiny second. Let's see if this is.
Or just say it again.
Okay, that sounds wonderful.
Well, because I'm trying to remember what the heck I said.
I am just leaving my
Never mind.
house.
Okay, so basically, I really loved the champion mindset that was said by NSD. Oh my gosh, you sent me the names. Okay, not Stacey James, or no, Samantha Ewing. Samantha Ewing was really awesome. Stacey James was also just amazing. Just talking about how, you know what, anybody can put their head down on the desk. Anybody can just say, I need to stop right here, right now. I can't do this anymore. But then you're never really going to know what's in store for you if you just stop and you quit. And it kind of hit me hard because I'm like, the last 2 weeks have been really, I think my body's just in recovery mode after studying for an exam and like juggling so many schedules for so many weeks. My adrenaline just went down and I crashed. And I was like, okay, I need to pick up again. But the champion mindset, and something I still struggle with to this very day, and it is so unnerving for me, and I don't know how to get over it, is consistency with myself. And it has been a struggle my entire life. When I was in dance classes, it was great. Working for myself is challenging. And my friend told me, try to reframe your mind to where instead of just working for yourself, think about all the good that you are doing for your clients and the fact that you have got people that are depending on you to do your work, to do what you want to do. And that's exactly what NSD, not Cindy Williams, but Stacey James is talking about too, is like, you're there to serve and you're there to help people out. And so instead of me thinking about I'm in this all by myself, I need to think about how I'm getting back. And how it's not just about me. We're family and we are here to inspire other women. And I've had so many women come up to me and tell me, you know, you are just so inspirational and I love everything you're doing, keep it up. And sometimes we forget just how many people are actually looking at us and how many people are observing everything that we do. So that's another reason why I'm very particular about social media. You will not see politics on my social media pages. You will not see anything negative on my social media pages. You will see things that are empowering because that's the message I wish to convey. And that is the only message I wish to convey. Yeah, so that the mindset or the challenge, or sorry, that's just your mindset, the challenge, what is it called? The challenger mindset? Oh, champion mindset. That one I just need to revisit and I also loved what Andrea said about the goals, just sitting down and visualizing, because after studying, I'm like, what's next? And I got lost. And I need to figure out what my goal is. Like revisit what my goal is. How has it changed? What do I need to update? Because that's your path. And without direction, without that goal, you don't have a map. You're wandering. And of course you're not going to get anywhere because you don't have anything you're reaching for. So figure it out.
Thank you.
And I'm done. Yeah.
Amy, what did you have as a takeaway?
I took away that you need to understand the capacity of the company. And I thought that was really awesome when Stacey James was talking about like how to make her dad proud of her. And like she wanted that acceptance from him. And she explained, you know, a little tiny piece of the company, but he got it. And some people do see that quicker than others. It really just kind of depends on what mindset they're in. But seeing the capacity to where you can see past what you think your reality is right now. Because they said reality is not really what you see before you, but reality is that what was where God would take you if you are believing in him. And I'm pretty sure that that's where she came in when she was talking about dreaming and not criticizing, where she was saying we're created for victory. We're unique. Each person, each consultant is unique. We're spectacular, creating that vision within yourself still, but being extraordinary because God created only one us, or one me, one Andrea. There may be many people with those names, but they're not us. So looking at that and igniting others and motivating others. And I think lifting each other up. And when they were doing this, I thought about like, you've been on my mind, how for you, or, you know, is there something that you're needing? So lifting each other up, there's been so many people that are struggling with different things. But the one thing that God kind of was mentioning to me was don't let go of your faith. That little seed of faith that says you can do it, or, you know, lift somebody else up because they can do it too. That kind of resonated with me as well. And then I believe they talked about Jeremiah 1:5. And that's where God actually knew you in the womb before you were born. And so he knew what he had in place for you. It's just up to us not to forget that. So if y'all have a Bible, I'd suggest you check that one out, because that was kind of cool. And we didn't go to church here this week because of COVID issues. So that was kind of what we did at home for our home study, and kind of brought it up with our kids too, because it starts little and builds big.
That was awesome. And you know what, Amy just touched on something I forgot to share, but I think all of you want to write this down, because what we heard was, I wrote it down as the 3 Ps. And when the director who had shared, it was a panel, and she said, when somebody came to her mind, or, you know, you're going through your list and you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't talked to that person in a while. And you pick up the phone. You might text, but I encourage you to do both. Pick up the phone first. And oh my gosh, Sarah, how have you been? You've been on my mind. I'm calling to see either you need a little pampering, you need some products, or you need prayer. And I'd like to be able to serve you in one of those 3 ways. Let me know how you're doing and how I could be a blessing to you. Wow, what a great way to leave a message. So that, you know, again, powerful. Thank you, Amy, for reminding me of that. You know, what I wanted to bring to light was, there's always so many things that you receive. You receive much more than you even give when you're at an event. But you guys, the opportunity on Friday was so awesome, and it was free. Now, I did something for you, and I recorded it. Now, you can't record when you're on somebody else's Zoom unless you pick up your phone and you manually record. And I did that for you. I did that for you because some of you really had conflicts. Some of you weren't ready to actually receive the message of how to be more organized, or how to set a goal right now with your Mary Kay. You're on tonight, and I'm so proud of you. But I have recorded it because I know that there's going to be a moment where you are ready to put your big toe in. Maybe you're ready to put your foot in. Maybe you're ready to get up to your knees. Maybe you're ready to dive in and really take your business financially to that next level for your family. So these recordings that I did are on, actually, I will give them to Joanna because I put them on my Facebook page, but we have 2 from National Sales Director Stacy James. In fact, she's Senior National Sales Director Stacy James. Blew my mind that she was going to be a guest national. We did not know. She's one of my favorites. If you have never been in her presence, watch it. Make sure you spend that hour to watch her video. Like I said, I broke it into 2. The second video is from a 21-year-old woman who is filled with wisdom, filled with leadership, and her name is Samantha Ewing. And Samantha started Mary Kay and just has done great things. But here's what I took away from hers. Hers was, she's already had an $11,000 paycheck. She knows not that she knows not. How many of us have been in for quite a while? How many of us, our past is still sometimes painful, what we didn't do? We gave it our all in our past and maybe we didn't make it. So what if I try again? And I mean, maybe it's just not even worth trying, right? Sometimes those are the thoughts that come in when you have been around for a while. But we all have a choice to go back and see the world as a fresh 21-year-old would in the land of Mary Kay. And I just got so inspired with her story, but she gave some very powerful leadership tips, and I encourage all of you to watch her video. Now, what I wanted to share was how can you sell some things right now and finish your star and feel that you are moving forward, even if your state is moving backwards like we are in California. So what I wanted to tell you and leave you with tonight is, oh yeah, and Joanna has some thoughts from another national, in fact, Julia's Offspring National. So Leah Laughlin, you're gonna hear some thoughts from her too. So I wanna tell you that the #1 tip that these directors said to all the consultants was you might have your list together on who you wanna call. You wanna understand your why before you pick up the phone. Okay, so right now, let's just take a moment. We always keep our skincare, beauty experiences at the top of the list. We always, throughout the year, talk about makeovers. It might be a holiday makeover, it might be a New Year, New You makeover. We're always keeping those two at the priority. And of course, it's more fun, a facial with friends. You're turning that into a party. But now we have some other ways that we can also help people with their Christmas and their holidays. So you might want to think about first, do you want to go in the direction of only doing a virtual open house? Do you want to do a pink pop-up open house? Do you want to do a backyard chili fire and have your holiday open house outside? That was what one lady did. She had $1,000 open house. That's a great idea outside if you can do that. And she put on some chili. I love that idea. What about a traveling trunk show? If you're like me, I know that there's a lot of people who, with the stores shutting down, with people being very afraid of going places, they still need to have our service. You can put everything in the back of your trunk. I've got some pictures. I'll put them on Facebook. By the way, when we put them on Facebook, we now, we have units, which is like a file. And you'll see in Joanna's, the Superstars, there's a unit and we're putting them there for the Monday night meeting. And then I have the same thing in my Facebook group. So you could do a traveling trunk show. Maybe you want to do a Santa stop by. It's still the same thing, but a cute little name. The only difference behind me, see that box? That might be what you take for your Santa stop by. Wear your mask. I'm still having people, we're 6 feet apart, you know, might just be us two, but I'm able to go and be with her, or the virtual. So whichever way you're going to go, you're making you're first deciding there, then you're making your list. But what they've said is before you pick up the phone, you really want to be clear on the service that you're providing. You have a blessing. You are a blessing, and you are serving people when you pick up the phone and invite them. So think about it. How many people right now are suffering from depression? No matter what age. Being connected humans to humans, it does lift the soul. It does ignite inspiration. And people right now, they're not dropping their kids off at daycare and running into the neighbor and having a smile. They're not getting any smiles. They're not getting any phone calls. You are the angel. You are the one who's inviting them to a girls' night out virtually, totally safe, where everybody has their little bubbly water or other things. And you're able to say, hey guys, who had a great week? Who had something we need to pray about? All right, let's take care of ourselves. Let's remind ourselves that we are good enough to put ourselves first so that we can be better for our kids. You guys, you are doing that. You are changing lives. And right now in this pandemic, you are needed much more than Netflix, much more than the liquor stores. You are needed. So stay strong, keep your chin up. And I want you to have that. I just got chicken skin, right? Because we change lives when we are doing what we do best, which is offering. It doesn't matter how silly you look. When you're together with people and you're sharing our products and you're sharing our company, you know that you're changing lives. And when they're together at seminar in their pajamas, thanking you because you were courageous enough to continue to offer, continue to go to the next one. Just because Jennifer said no, you asked Lynn and Lynn said yes. And guess what? Her daughter was suicidal and she's the one who you saved because you reminded her that God loves her, that she has things to put in her goal poster and that she shouldn't quit. And it's because of you having a silly little Mary Kay facial that whole family rejoices. So those are the serious stories that I want you to take before you pick up the phone, because we have to remember why first, and that will come through. And so that was my biggest takeaway that I wanted to give you. And I know that Joe has something from Leah Loughlin.
Okay, I am actually not going to share Leah Loughlin's thingy because I want, I'm going to actually do a Facebook video and go through all of my notes because I have 3 pages. And I know some of you guys are like, I'm starving, or I need to get on the phone, or it's time for bed. But I would like to wrap it up by asking Alice, what was your takeaway from fall retreat? Because you have such amazing wisdom, and I always love to hear from you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were on.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm on my phone because my computer broke, so I might be shaking a little bit. It's in my hand.
Okay.
What I got from, first of all, it was just amazing just to hear from so many powerful women. That alone just makes you know that you're not alone and that you can do it too. Just having all that power on the phone, including you, Joanna, and you, Andrea. And what I took away was that it's your mindset. And some of the things they said was so simple, but so brilliant. For instance, I believe it was Stacey James who said it was Stacey or Julia, to write down, I'm going to earn this. I've never done that before, to say, I'm going to earn this. Here's how I'm going to earn this. And just to write down, I'm going to earn this. I'm going to earn it by this date. And to really put that out as a visual. And something else that I heard was, people with an undecided heart don't affect others' hearts. And what they decided heart brings others along. And I thought that was such a powerful statement. It helped me to do some introspecting. Are you showing up yourself, Alice, in a way with a decided heart that you are going after this, and how are you going to go after it? How are you going to keep motivating the people that you bring on? How are you going to help other people to be excited? You have to be decided within your own heart in order for others to see and bring it along. And I thought that was remarkable. That really, really helped me a lot.
That's great. Thank you for sharing. Oh my gosh. So you guys, isn't it interesting that everybody picked up something different? And that's why we always want to come together and kind of review what we learned. So I just want to thank you guys. You know, I don't think we thank you enough for taking out the time, to your commitment to excellence, being on these Zoom meetings. I know next week is the Monday before Thanksgiving. We are having a Zoom meeting. It will be super fun. And I know that you guys will be glad you're on. Keep selling your products, keep sharing, keep blessing others. And remember, they're not doing you a favor, you're doing them a favor, okay? And you guys did us a favor by showing up tonight. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And you guys have an amazing rest of your Monday night. We can't wait to see your before and after tomorrow. I have the Dream Center tomorrow, so I don't know how funky my look will look. I may have to do just my simple little makeup, and then maybe I'll come home and do something cray-cray.
Just something different. It doesn't have to be crazy.
I'll just wear no makeup and they won't know who I am. All right, you guys, have an amazing night. On 3, we're all going to say bye, y'all. 1, 2, 3.
Bye, y'all.